Hi, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Apron. I'm Barb. Glad to see you back here. And today we're going to make, as I said, I'm into apples right now instead of pumpkins. So we're going to make a crustless apple pie. And this is for the bakers that don't know how to make a crust, or they don't want to make a crust. And I'll show you how it's done. Let's get cooking. First of all, I want to show you how we did the apples. It calls for 3 cups, and I believe that every apple, when it's done, is a cup. So I've got to get the core out of here. So what I do is I cut them, then I take a small paring knife, and I'm just going to take off the stems, the hard core in the middle, and the bottom. Get that off of there. Oops, broke one. Okay, that's done. And then I'm going to throw these in my little garbage bowl that's not on camera, but you don't need to see that anyway. Okay. Then I want to slice these, and I want to slice them thin. This recipe is made for people that don't usually bake. They may be young, they don't know how to make a pie crust. And so people have come up with this crustless apple pie for a quick and easy fall treat. I'm going to throw them all in a bowl to my side. And this one's broke, so I'm just going to trim it down. The thinner the pieces, the shorter time it'll take to cook. So I'm a fan of that. And let me get this last one done, and I'll show you what we do with the apples. They're turning brown already a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this bowl over here, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice. This stops the browning on there. A tablespoon of sugar. I'm using Truvia brown sugar substitute, and I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And then I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to set it to the side, and now we have to start working on, well, I left a lot of stuff in there. Okay, let me do some more stirring. Next we have the crust, which is going to be a batter. So first I want to put in my 1 egg. I have a half a cup of gluten-free flour. Let me do the sugar first. Half a cup of, again, the Truvia brown sugar substitute. Half a cup of gluten-free flour, 1-to-1. It's got the xanthan gum in it, which makes things puff up because they don't have any gluten in them. They need something to puff them up. And I have a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and I'll be back when I have this mixed up. I forgot to tell you there's a stick of butter in here that I melted. And the batter was just too dry and I forgot to put the butter in it, and so I figured I'd tell you. But it's 1/2 cup of butter, which equals to one stick, and I'm using the dairy-free butter, which is plant-based. You can use regular if you don't have a problem. And I'm going to stir that in. Okay. Now I have a pie plate. Now you can use a deep-sided pie plate. You can use one of your cake pans, depending on what your kitchen has. And first of all, I'm going to put the apples in here. Let me get a spoon to get those out, all the goodies. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla to the batter in a second. I forgot that, but the recipe really doesn't call for vanilla, but I figured I'd put it in for an extra little taste. Flatten your apples out as much as you can get them flattened out. And let me add that vanilla to the batter. Just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon. There we go. This is my homemade vanilla that's been sitting on the shelf waiting for the holidays. And it's as ready as can be. Get that vanilla stirred in. And then we're going to dump the batter over the apples. Try to get it out over the sides and the middle. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to spread this out. Got a lot over here on the side. Now, we're going to put this in a 350 oven. Check it about 25 minutes in. It's going to bake total for about 40 minutes, but you don't want it browning too much, so if you check it about 25 minutes in and it's too brown, put a piece of foil over the top to protect it from browning too much. This is good for our casual day we're having right now. Don't have to go and make crusts. I thought this was pretty nice. So I'm going to put this in the oven in a few minutes, and I'll see you when we come back. I forgot to tell you, before we put them in the oven, sprinkle about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans over the top. And I've chopped these with my knife because I had the ones that are whole. And so I just chopped them up with my knife. Okay, now we can put them in the oven. We took it out of the oven and we have let it sit for about 15 minutes so that everything seizes up. And I'm going to cut a piece, nice and soft. Can you see it?
Yep. Steam.
Uh-huh. What would have really been good in here is some raisins or cranberries. Okay. Came out pretty good. And I'll see you in a minute. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you come back to see us. Now I have to taste it. And I can tell the apples are the way an apple pie should be. I'm going to get some nuts and I'm going to get a piece of the crust. And very good. Well done. I baked it for about 45 minutes. And I hope to see you next time. Love you. God bless.